Dr. S.M. Tuli, who has been a teacher in medical college from 1965 to 1987. He is presenting to you today guidelines for aging with health, grace and dignity. So please request Dr. Tuli, please kindly come on the stage. Dr. Tuli.
अभी तक जो आपने टॉक सुनी वो सब नेशनल लैंग्वेज में थी. मैं शायद कुछ शब्द बोलूँगा जो इंटरनेशनल लैंग्वेज में है. Nothing is perfect in life. This man has seen enough number of years, but I didn't find anything perfect. A few minutes ago, we were talking about Banaras Hindu University. डॉक्टर तुली ने मैक्सिमम समय जो बिताया वो बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी में ही था. मैंने वहाँ काम किया 1965 से लेकर 1987 तक. टुडे वी विल जस्ट एक्सप्रेस ए फ्यू थॉट्स अबाउट एजिंग विद हेल्थ, ग्रेस एंड डिग्निटी. नेक्स्ट वन बेटा. He has to look at me. I think very poor arrangement, beta. Very poor arrangement. Okay. According to the अपने देश की ट्रेडिशन के अनुसार, we had divided the whole life into 4 segments: brahmacharya, grihasthashram, vanaspashram, sannyasashram. Now, the present thought is that we should divide the whole life into 3. Yes.
Hello everyone. Hello. Hello ma'am. Please settle down. He's talking to us. Let us face all these things. You will have enough time to talk amongst yourselves. Thank you, sir.
I started with a sentence that there is nothing perfect in life. None of us is perfect. Today we will just scan through what happens with the age. Today the world has divided the journey of life into 3 sections. First 30, middle 30, last 30. First 30 is from birth to 30 years, where we should all learn. Learn, get some culture, learn to tolerate each other. The next 30 is where we start earning and nurturing. We earn money for the sake of the family, we teach our children and also save something for the third or the last part. 61 to end of the journey is a difficult time where the middle generation has to take care of the seniors, look after their own self and pass on the culture to the next generation. The culture is passed to the younger generation if we set our own self as role models. If we are role models, our children will learn the same. Yes, please. Nobody can stop aging. By no means the aging can be stopped. However, one can make aging less uncomfortable. One can make aging comfortable so that we can spend those times. Converting into, if not golden years, at least we can call them easy years. Yes, please. The present generation in India, we are the great grandchildren of the survivors of World War I, World War II and 1943, the famine in Bengal, in 1947, the division of the country. We are carrying the best of the genes from our grandparents and parents. Though we have the best of genes, but even the best of genes require best of environments for them to flourish. Who will give them the environments? The environments are given by parents, your teachers, your partners. It is repeatedly said, criminals are not born, they are made. They are made by us, some of us. Some of us who are either parents or partners are seniors. So we will see how we can minimize criminal formation in the country. There are plenty of them and they do all sorts of things. Yes, please. There is no single blueprint for aging well or aging with health. So what do we need? We need a healthy food, active physical exercises, no tobacco or substance use, develop a biological clock for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, avoid phones and screen time before sleep. I think the current generation uses phones and screen time before sleep, which affects our melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone produced by our own body, preparing our mind and body for sleeping. So I think these are some of the things which we can reduce and we can able to sleep better. The relationship with parents, spouse, children and society are of extreme importance. All these wellnesses, mental wellness, physical wellness, emotional wellness, they are all interrelated to each other. So we have to put a conscious effort that my relationship with parents, spouse and children are happy. If we don't eat good food, this is what is going to happen. We can get curvatures of the bones, stunting of the height, please, deformity in the spine, deformity in the hands, arthritis. All this is a sign of poor nutrition of the people. Please, next one. Here are the curvatures of the spine. And the heart disease per se is a reflection of poor diet, poor life. Now, the things which affect the heart, here is the heart being shown to you, and some of these arteries are the blood vessels, they get squeezed by deposition of calcium. Tobacco, obesity, substance abuse, diabetes, inactivity, these are the worst things for heart disease. One of the very important conditions which is happening in our country is obesity. By obesity we mean overweight. And these are 4 items which make us overweight. We don't say stop all this. We only say control this. Something like chini, chapati, chawal, chiknai. We don't say stop them. We say control them, reduce them. There are much better other varieties of food to fill up the tummy, keep you happy and healthy. Next one. Next one, please. Please, next one. Please. Please, next one. And here is the effect of diet. You can see the face on this side. She's 54 years on poor diet. And here's the face on 117 years, and you can see the face. Basically, it is the nutrition which tells us what we will look like. And nutrition is in our control. Most of the people in our country have enough money to eat good food, healthy food, without becoming obese. A few minutes ago we were listening, immunity. God has given strength in this human body to repair defects. Any defect can be repaired to a great extent, but for that the basic requirement is good nutrition, good immunity, healthy lifestyle. Here is a patient who came with such an extensive wound on the foot. We didn't do anything, it was only dressed. Just a dressing was done, repeated dressing. Patient had a good nutritional status. He was not a diabetic, and one can see even without any surgery, the wound has healed on its own. This reflects the healing power in a healthy body. One of the biggest problems which is occurring in our country is obesity. So, this is certainly an obese or overweight person. And as a simple rule, I think it's nice to know, you can learn what should be your weight. If you are an adult, what should be your weight? The weight should be equivalent to inches. This patient is, let's say, 5 feet 4 inches. Express it in inches, 64 inches. your desired weight should be 64 kg plus minus 2. This is a very simple technique to remember. You don't have to require any big dictionary, etc. The weight, if expressed in inches, tells you the desired weight, desired kilograms which you should have. And obviously, the patient which is standing is obviously obese, or we call them extra weight. We give credit to the government. Life expectancy is removed. There's tremendous change that has taken place in the country. The speaker had an opportunity to see all the tamashas during British times, before partition, after partition. When the Britishers left us, our age was around 50 years. Around the age of around 2000, it became 60. By 2024, today, average age of an average Indian is 70. But all well-provided homes are going to cross 80. We must put a conscious effort to stay healthy, be our own feet, so that we don't become a burden on our own family. You cannot help anybody unless you are healthy yourself. It has been repeatedly said, self-health is not selfishness. We stay healthy to serve the people. Next one. And these are some of the methods. The senior will require care by the younger generation. And one of the most important things which we must observe, all the seniors must keep on walking by any means. Walk with a stick, walk with a walker, walk with the help of your younger friends, or walk with crutches. This patient is walking with a pair of crutches, and above the age of 65, 50% of the people will living all alone. We will come to the story of 65 in a minute. Next please, next please, next please. Even if you have an amputation or you are not able to walk, if you have weakness in the legs, pick up a stick, pick up a crutch, put an artificial limb and keep on walking. Today, today we were mentioning that roughly 20% of people in our country will be above the age of 65 years. Let's think of those 20% who are above the age of 65 years. So we should put in the metal bars in the toilet, metal bars in the lift, metal bar in the staircases, so that a senior person can hold the metal bar and walk around. You'll be surprised, there are some lifts in which the wheelchair couldn't go. I happened to see a lift in which the wheelchair couldn't go. So a request has been made that wheelchair, the entry point to a lift should permit a wheelchair. Our bathroom should have a room where a wheelchair can go in, bring in the senior in and out. While when we are lonely, the ideal was joint families in this great country. We lived with joint families in this great country for many, many years. But a lot of change is taking place in the last 30 years. And if we don't have a joint family, we have to develop a nature, resilience, necessity of making friends with strangers. Let's not call them strangers, let's call them co-travelers. Now here is a group of ladies who they are not from the same family. They are just strangers, but they are co-travelers. Similarly, there is a group which is collected together. And we can, as seniors, we can keep ourselves occupied in voluntary service, so-called seva, temples, gurdwara, churches and religious places. Exercise is a great thing to keep yourself occupied and healthy. One can find company to minimize loneliness. You may be surprised that there are some countries there are ministries of loneliness. There is a ministry of loneliness in UK, ministry of loneliness in Japan, and I think there is one which has formed ministry of loneliness even in USA. So this is a tremendous change that is taking place in the whole world and in our own country. And we do need help from the younger generation to take care of the seniors. We shouldn't throw our seniors in animal garages. Please go ahead. Kindly give the next one. Very poor. Let us collect together. Let's have a get together. Let's adopt friendship. Maintain a collective feeling. Sleep. Sleeping is one of the most important things needed. It has been discussed earlier. In the whole day, the work, we undergo wear, tear. But when we sleep well, there's a repair taking place in the body. Keep that in mind. During the day, some degree of repair, some degree of some damage does take place, but in the night the body permits you to repair the damages done during the daytime. And look at the statement made by Mahatma Gandhi: each night when I go to sleep I die, and the next morning when I wake up I am reborn, which means next time when I get up I am more fresh. This is what Mahatma Gandhi mentioned. Let's all collect together. All levels of society should collect together to fight the diseases, to fight the hunger, to fight continuation of so-called TB. The TB, India can become TB Mukt if we can do one small thing like give nutritional food to all children between the age of 0 to 16 years. If we can feed people between 0 and 16 years good diet, India can become TB Mukt. Nutrition is one of the very important items to make the country better immunity and free from tuberculosis. Exercise has been mentioned again and again, and these are the exercises particularly for the spine. Here is a man doing the exercise. Next one please. Next one please. Here is a lady doing the exercises. One can do all these exercises. If you do it yourself, we call them active exercises. They do never any harm. Again, one thing more we have to evaluate. After the age of 45, almost all of us will need a physician to take care of us. Adopt a physician around the age of 45 so that you can get in touch with him. You understand his language, he understands your language. And today we are also talking of online prescription. Your physician with whom you have been in contact physically can give you correct information through correct advice through online communication. Let's not, I think a lot of places are creating refugees. And if we have refugees, we are not converting a society into a healthy society. We are creating refugees who can get almost any disease, including tuberculosis. Next, please. This is President Abdul Kalam's life is beautiful if you love. Let's learn to love each other, respect each other, show resilience to everybody. Next, please. Next. Next. It is almost repeating that the criminals in the country, cutters, corruption, they are not made by Lord, they are made by us. So let's all stand together, learn how to fight the poverty, how to minimize the diseases. However, the prerequisite for all this is self-wellness. Self-wellness is not selfishness. I pray all of you stay healthy, look after yourself, not be a burden to the family, and if possible, serve the societies. Thank you very much, sir. Wish you all the best.